John Leonard. I'm with KGGF Radio here in Coffeyville, and I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the Spring 2022 Eta Gamma Chapter Induction for the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. I'd like to ask Dr. Aaron Potter, the Vice President of Academic Services at Coffeyville Community College, to come to the podium and give us a formal welcome this evening.
Good evening. Wow, John's tall. I'm not that tall. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, President Thornburg, the administration, and the faculty of Coffeyville Community College, we are glad that you're here to celebrate our spring induction of the Eta Gamma chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. I want to challenge our group of young people tonight to be servant leaders. That is what you're going to see a theme tonight as we go through our special guests tonight, and we want to challenge you to take every opportunity you have to be a servant leader with this opportunity with the Eta Gamma chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. We want to extend a special thank you to John for agreeing to be our Masters of Ceremonies this evening. So if we can give him a round of thank you, we would appreciate it. We would also like to thank our 4 distinguished honorees tonight for joining us. They have been a great pillar of our Phi Theta Kappa chapter, and we want to take this time to say thank you to them as well. Enjoy the evening. We have lots to celebrate with these extraordinary young people and their talents they've already just displayed in our classrooms, and we look forward to seeing what you do for us in the future. So welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Potter. My, you're short. Next, I'd like to not only thank Dr. Potter, but I'd now like to welcome Jesus Medina, the Eta Gamma Advisor and Vice President to the Kansas-Nebraska region of the Alumni Association, to come to the podium and speak. Jesus?
I would like to welcome you all to one of the greatest events each semester for our chapter, the induction ceremony for our new members. You have dedicated yourself to academic success. Membership in Phi Theta Kappa is one reward for this accomplishment. I would like to commend you on this achievement. I also want to take a moment and thank those in attendance who have supported these new members as they achieved an outstanding academic success. We are fortunate to have an outstanding chapter officer team. Mariah Klopp serves as the president. Our vice presidents are Kaylee Shea and Zachary Heidenreich. Phi Theta Kappa's foundations are the 4 hallmarks of scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship. Within these hallmarks, we provide opportunities for our members to gain leadership experience, enhance their scholarship applications, and be of service to others and make lifelong friends. The Phi Theta Kappa experience is what you make of it. You will receive what you put in, so I encourage you to think about becoming more involved. I would like you to hear this from an Eta Gamma and Kansas-Nebraska Regional Officer alum, Rabeccah Morris. Rabeccah is a Coffeyville native who graduated in 2019. Rabeccah served as the chapter president for the Eta Gamma chapter here at Coffeyville Community College and the vice president of Eastern Kansas for the Kansas-Nebraska region. Rabeccah graduated from Kansas Wesleyan University in the fall of 2021 with a bachelor's degree in secondary math education. Please welcome Rabeccah Morris.
Okay, it feels good to be back. I haven't seen anyone in a long time, so it feels home. My time at CCC, although it's been a few years, is a time that I will always remember fondly. As a Coffeyville native, the transition from high school to CCC was both comfortable and nerve-wracking. I was familiar with the campus in the town, but I wasn't going in with many friendships or connections just because I wasn't involved in athletics anymore. Thankfully, at the end of my first semester, I had the opportunity of joining the Eta Gamma chapter and filling one of the chapter officer positions. Phi Theta Kappa was an involvement that I sought membership for by keeping my strong academic standing and voluntarily participating even prior to my membership. While I wasn't fully aware of all that PTK embodied, which I'm sure some of you may be in that position right now, I learned more through my experiences of attending meetings, being involved in our Honors in Action project, asking questions, sharing my ideas, and really just being willing to invest my time in all of these things and more, as well as getting on the list to go on some really cool trips. It's a perk. My sophomore year, I held the position of chapter president as well as a regional officer position, both of which grew my leadership, my confidence, and my opportunities to build connections and have experiences that I otherwise wouldn't have. The time that I was actively participating in PTK were some of the most growth-provoking moments that, reflecting back, I'm very thankful for. While I could stand up here and tell you all about the memories that I have that contain endless laughter, insightful knowledge, beneficial opportunities, and more, I won't, but if you guys want to hear them later, feel free to ask me. But instead, I want to challenge each of you. I challenge you all to leave this induction tonight with a self-recognition, or even just a self-realization, if that's where you need to be, that you are accomplished. Yes, you've obviously accomplished maintaining good grades, but you've also accomplished so much more than that. Tonight isn't solely about you accepting membership and being welcomed in this vast community and family that PTK is, but it's also about reflecting on those moments and other accomplishments, whatever they may be, that happened throughout your life and have brought you to this time, of which you should celebrate and be proud to say that I am Becca and I am PTK. So, those of you being inducted tonight, where are you at? Hello. This may be awkward, but don't make it awkward. It's okay. I want those of you being inducted tonight to have a moment of boldness, okay, despite what position I'm putting you in. So, here in a moment, I want you to say, I am your name, and I am PTK. So, who are you? You are your name. I'll example again. Okay, I am Becca, and I am PTK. Who are you? There we go. Okay, that wasn't so awkward, was it? Okay. So I want you to remember this night and this recognition and celebration of your accomplishments, but I encourage you not to dwell solely on it because this is just the beginning of your membership. Your most authentic and full PTK experience begins when you're ready and willing to participate. There are endless opportunities that will be presented to you and countless opportunities you'll create for yourself. But keep in mind, you only experience the ones that you act on. I challenge you to be bold and to be active in your membership. And why wouldn't you? After all, you are Phi Theta Kappa. And that's it.
Thank you, Rabeccah. Tonight, the Eta Gamma chapter of Phi Theta Kappa honors 4 distinguished individuals for their service and dedication to the chapter. To begin, Eta Gamma would like to present 2 honorary memberships this evening. Now, an honorary member has rendered distinguished service to the chapter. Honorary membership shall be conferred at the discretion of the local chapter. Honorary members may not vote or hold office, nor pay membership fees. Honorary members may be inducted during the chapter's induction ceremony for new members, which is, of course, this evening. The first honoree this evening is Mr. Dick Andrews. Mr. Andrews has been a great supporter and advocate of the Eta Gamma chapter. During Mr. Andrews' tenure at Coffeyville Community College, he's been an active volunteer for our annual events and activities. He always has an encouraging word for the students, and encouraging, not a member, I lost my place there, encourages our students to join Phi Theta Kappa and be active members of the society. Mr. Andrews was not a member of PTK, and tonight the Eta Gamma chapter would like to present Mr. Dirk Andrus with an honorary membership to the Eta Gamma chapter. Mr. Andrews, please approach the stage for your honorary membership medallion. The next honoree is Dr. Marlon Thornburg, president of Coffeyville Community College. Dr. Thornburg has been an honorary member of the Eta Gamma chapter since 2002. He has continued to be a great supporter of the chapter and the members, and more importantly, the society and the mission founded upon. Although Dr. Thornburg received his membership certificate, the Eta Gamma chapter would like to recognize him again and present him with his honorary membership medallion. Dr. Thornburg, please approach the stage for your honorary membership medallion. In addition to the honorary memberships this evening, Eta Gamma would like to recognize 2 alumni members. An alumni member is a former member of the chapter who terminated active membership in good standing and enrolled at least 1 year in a 2-year college. Our first alumni member to be honored is Mrs. Linda McFate. Mrs. Linda McFate is an alumnus of the MOO chapter of Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College. Mrs. McFate was the pillar of PTK advisors in Kansas for over 25 years during her tenure at Coffeyville Community College. She's mentored and provided a platform for many students to reach their full academic potential and provide a space for students to develop into becoming active members in their chapter and community. Mrs. McFate's leadership has been a model of excellence at both the chapter level and the regional and the international levels. In 2018, Mrs. McFate retired after attending the Continental Convention in Kansas City. Although she is retired from the institution and her duties, she continues to be an active volunteer with PTK at all levels by attending regional conferences where she participates in judging, honors, and action projects for the national headquarters. In addition to honoring Mrs. McFate with the alumni membership, the Eta Gamma chapter of PTK would like to announce a newly established award in Mrs. McFate's name. The Linda McFate Service Award will be presented to the Eta Gamma chapter member who has demonstrated exemplary service to the CCC and Coffeyville community. This award's first recipient will be announced at the Spring 2023 PTK Graduation Recognition Ceremony. Mrs. McFate, please step forward to the stage for your alumni membership medallion. The final honoree of the evening is Mr. Stephen Wrench. In 1949, Mr. Wrench and 4 other Coffeyville Community College students brought PTK to our campus. We have the original charter document here on display tonight, which shows Mr. Wrench's signature as one of the charter members responsible for founding the chapter. Mr. Wrench is a proud native of Coffeyville. He attended and graduated from Field Kinley High School in 1948 before attending Coffeyville Community College of Arts, Science, and Vocations. Here in Coffeyville, Mr. Wrench developed his love for debate as a dedicated member of the debate team in high school and at CCC. After graduating from Coffeyville Community College, Mr. Wrench furthered his education at the University of Kansas. His love for debate and preparing arguments led him to his lifelong passion for the law. Mr. Wrench went on to attend law school at Georgetown University. Mr. Wrench's law career spanned more than 50 years. I'd like to encourage you to go to the CCC website and read about Mr. Wrench and his amazing career. At the conclusion of the winter break, Mr. Wrench made a very generous donation to the institution. Because of this donation, the institution will be awarding scholarships to active PTK members in his name beginning next fall. Mr. Wrench, please approach the stage for your alumni membership medallion. Now I'd ask that you please welcome Eta Gamma Chapter President Mariah Klopp.
Honored attendees and fellow Phi Theta Kappa members, I am pleased to present to you these candidates for membership in our Honor Society. These students have fulfilled all requirements for membership and have been selected because they have chosen scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship as their hallmarks. I recommend them for acceptance into the Eta Gamma chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, International Honor Society of the two-year college.
Inductees, you are to be inducted into a scholarship fellowship which embraces two-year colleges not only of your own state, but the nation and the world. This fellowship is Phi Theta Kappa, and your chapter is Eta Gamma. After induction, you will find among the members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give of yourself in order that the organization may be meaningful to you. Please welcome Executive Officer Zachary Heidenreich, Vice President of Scholarship, and Kaylee Shea, Vice President of Service.
I have in my hand a torch, symbolic of knowledge, which is the servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment.
I have the white rose signifying purity and beauty of life, with its white buds signifying intellectual associations. We give you a rose as a symbol of our newly formed intellectual friendship.
The emblem of Phi Theta Kappa consists of a golden slab keyed at the top and the bottom. The golden field, like the emblem of our coat of arms, refers to the golden opportunities that abound on every hand for people to evidence their culture and perform good works. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have a further significance to our society, for it shall represent the nobility attained by those who've achieved intellectual leadership. Across the slab, you will observe a black band. It represents the three ideals: which band is together, and cultural self-control, which is the necessary foundation for true wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Shining through the black enamel background are the three Greek letters, which are the initials of those three mystic Greek words meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Behind the band is a wreath, on the one side composed of oak leaves, and on the other, laurel. The oak leaves stand for stability and strength of character as symbolized by the sturdy oak. The graceful curling leaves of the laurel signify achievement and success, all attributes for membership in our society. Above the band is the representation of the head of Athens, the goddess of learning, Athena, the goddess of learning. In the base appear the mystic Greek letters meaning light, the light of knowledge and learning, the common ideal for members of PTK Honor Society. This badge stands as a symbol for the high idealism of our organization and members in our select group. Next, I'd like to bring Chapter President or Advisor, Jesus Medina.
The purpose of Phi Theta Kappa is to foster a spirit of devotion to study and to scholarly ideals among its members. We embody our principles in the Greek letters, which stand for wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Now that the standards and ideals of this organization have been fully revealed to you, you come to complete the pledge which admits you into a complete fellowship.
I now ask the new members of Phi Theta Kappa to stand and complete the pledge. You may refer to the back of the program. I do solemnly promise on the 9th day of March 2022 to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa and to make this object and aim foremost in my mind. And I do solemnly pledge allegiance to my fellow members and promise to aid them in all worthy endeavors.
Inductees, please arise and approach the stage, or the steps, I should say, in front of me. A.J. Kohler. Garrett Hanna. Colton Slavin. Jaden Schofeld. Cassandra Odayez Haikadia. Maddie Haynes. Kiona Morgan. Addison Peck. Ellie Gossard. Haley Jernigan. Kylie Spear. Morgan Anderson. Rex Washburn. Thank you. Devin Younghans.
It is my pleasure to welcome you into Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society in our chapter, Eta Gamma. I salute you for your accomplishments. I charge you to explore always for truth and to dedicate yourselves to the cultivation of the well-reasoned life, a prelude to service and honors. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Spring 2022 inductees into Phi Theta Kappa. You may now extinguish your candle. We would like to thank everyone for attending this celebration. I would also like to thank John for being our Master of Ceremony tonight here at Caulfield Community College. We will take a few group pictures of the new members and the officers, and then we do have refreshments outside for your enjoyment. New members, please stay in the theater so we can get pictures with our honorary members as well, and then you guys can go ahead and take pictures with your families. Thank you and congratulations. You guys can go put your stuff down, and then we'll come back up here, and then the new members